phenomenal day of conflict de-escalation training, and I'm here with Cheryl. Cheryl, are you having fun today?
I am having fun today, and I found the session to be very informative, but the role playing is like amazing training.
More or better than just a lecture presentation?
The two together, it has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more than just the presentation because you're living it, and it sounds easy when you're sitting there listening
Right.
to the presentation and thinking, oh, I can do that. When you're actually in the situation, it's a lot different.
Whole different world, isn't it? How many scenarios have you done so far today?
3.
3? You got something? Learned something a little bit from
By
each?
the third scenario, we were doing a lot better than the first.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
So you've learned something and you're having fun, right?
We are having fun.
Excellent. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you for being here.
She's lost on the...
So we're on our way to scenario number 1, and Don here, how many scenarios have you done, Don?
This is our 4th.
4th, so this is the last one.
Yes.
What do you think so far?
It's been great, and learned a lot doing this. Wasn't actually expecting to get so much out of it today, and
So you're pleasantly surprised?
I candidly wasn't looking forward to it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm really glad we had this opportunity. It's been great.
And you highly recommend this?
Yes. Truthfully, I realized it's not only good here at church, but in my personal life,
Yeah.
as well as I'm thinking about bringing you in, John. To
Well,
my
I appreciate that.
business
Thank you very much.
To teach us how to be safer and for all the team members and everybody.
Have you
around us.
guys learned a little bit of something from each of the 3 leading up to this one? You know what I mean? Because the whole intent is for you to pick up something leading up to this one, yeah? So theoretically, as I watch you guys do scenario 4, you should do it perfectly.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
All
you.
right. I'm with Father Andrew, St. George, Antiochian Orthodox Church in Grand Rapids. We're having a great time. I'm with Father Andrew right here. Father, you having a good time?
Absolutely, great time.
You're learning something?
Learning a lot. I think it's, just as the priest,
Yeah.
thinking about the spiritual aspect of all of this.
Yeah.
I think this is not just something that we can take, to help keep our community safe, but also just in terms of our own spiritual well-being and
Yes.
being introspective and learning to, I feel like pride in our own sense of self and
Yeah.
our attitude, like that plays so much into how we interact with other people, and everything here that we were talking about just is, I feel like we could just take it from this and apply it straight to our spiritual life.
That's great, and I'm trying to get people to understand how to be ministry-minded.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh my
right?
gosh, I love that. I love when when you talk about that, because I think
It can be challenging. Yeah.
ultimately we're like as a priest, we're talking about being Christians,
Right.
and we're trying to be Christ.
Right.
And Christ did not, you brought up Philippians 2. If
Yeah.
you go a little bit further, it's Christ who lays aside himself.
Yes.
And the things that that were rightfully due to him,
Right.
as God, but he lays those aside so he can become man.
And it can be challenging in the moment.
Absolutely.
How many scenarios do you have left?
Two. Yeah, two
Two
scenarios.
scenarios?
Yeah.
You learned something on the 2 you've gone through so
I
far?
have, yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Father. I
No,
appreciate
thank you,
it.
thank you.
Right. Yeah, I'm here with Brian. We're at St. George Antiochian Orthodox Church. Antiochian.
That's okay.
There we go. Great day, conflict de-escalation training. What do you think, Brian?
It's fantastic training. It gives you, information for not just church, but scenarios that you can encounter at the grocery store, at a hotel, in a parking lot, anywhere in public. And the training has been so informative. Things you wouldn't even think of. It gets you prepared, teaches you how to react emotionally, how to calm yourself down, how to engage other people. With a real, I think what I really appreciate most is that he's teaching us that it's a ministry that we're trying to do when we engage people, and that we need to treat everybody with dignity and respect. And that when we have these difficulties and conflicts, that if we remember that first, it really helps us to disengage and to de-escalate, and that's been so beneficial. Then the scenarios, although they're stressful, very stressful, they catch you a little bit flat-footed, but they're so good because they help you put into practice what he's taught you. And when you put in those scenarios, even though they're training, everything you were taught kind of goes out the window, and then you have to kind of bring it all back in that scenario, and it's been fantastic. We've done 3 so far. We're waiting for our 4th scenario, and the first 2 we did okay. We learned from the second one, so that the third one we did really well. So it's been great. I would encourage you, no matter what organization you are, this training is invaluable.
I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you. And folks, that's why I do what I do. Grand Rapids, and I'm here with Jeff, who actually is having a good day today, right?
Awesome day. It's been really enlightening.
Well, you learned a lot?
Yes.
Was this anything that you thought you were going to be getting into?
No. I thought I was going to be sitting in front of a lecture screen and actually get my hands on and see how everything is rolling and actually dive into the situation. It's been awesome.
How many scenarios do you have left?
I got 3 more to go.
Three more to go? You've only done one so far?
Oh, no. I have 2 more to go.
2 more to go,
Two
okay.
more.
And of
Yeah.
those 2, any of them give you something to ponder and think about in the future?
Yes.
Yeah?
Just how to really be able to work together as a team instead of taking the whole thing on your own. And
Right.
how to get it to the next step of the situation instead of getting caught in a circle.
And would you have got that from just listening to a lecture
No.
presentation? No, not at all. See, folks, that's why I do what I do.